can't be scared to close your hood.
Exactly.
You know, and a lot of people just can't get it. They can't get. Look at these body lines. You know, it took a long time to get these body lines.
Yeah, them body lines are good.
And that's what costs money.
Yeah.
So a paint job, you know, okay, a paint job is not that expensive. It's the prep that it takes to get to that paint. You know, that costs money to get your doors, your clothes right, to get your hood to align right, to get your trunk to align right. You see a lot of people, their doors, they're offline, the hood doesn't close, they buckle right here when you go close them, you know, the fenders are off, you know, the bottom of the car. This has a nice body line right here. You notice it?
Yeah, I see it.
And it goes all the way through. Most fucking shops pretty much eliminate that line. For what reason? Because it's easier just to put bond on top of it.
Yeah.
And block it flat. So, you know, that's why I charge what I charge, because I know every body line on this car. I know how it's supposed to look from original, because I dealt from the cleanest original cars to full show cars.
Yeah.
So I know exactly every body line, the way it should be aligned, the way it should look, you know, even the curves and everything.
Yeah.
These quarter panels are very complicated because you've got several body lines that disappear, they appear, they come down, and then the car, it has, you know, it's not flat.
Yeah. So,
so our shop's overpricing on paint jobs.
Yeah.
I don't think so, depending on how bad the car was. If your car had a lot of body work and a lot of metal work, and your car still got done and it looks decent, you should be happy. If you have a really clean car with minimal body work and minimal metal work, and you got charged a whole lot of money, then okay, yeah, you might have gotten overcharged. But most of the money goes into the prep, metal work, and body work.
Yeah.
The paint jobs don't go that expensive. Unless, like I said, you strip down the whole car, which you're paying to strip the car down, not for the paint.
Yeah. Okay. So, I know you've been in the car game for a while. Like, do you currently have your own personal old school that you're working on these days, or what?
Right now, I got a 64 Impala. What's not an Impala? A Biscayne, Bel Air, whatever. It's a station wagon.
Yeah.
The station wagon I got there. I've been thinking about doing that. I got a 72 four-door. I know not too many people be liking the four-doors.
Yeah.
And it's still, I got it there too as an option. And then I got a truck. I got an old school, not old school, but a little 2000 truck there, lifted up with the checkered flags. With the ripping checkered flags, it's all black.
Yeah. And I know that you've been in the car world for a while. So what do you think about the car world today compared to now?
There's a lot of
Wait, I made a mistake. What do you think about the car world from back then compared to now?
Yeah, it's completely different. It's a completely different game. Back in the days, you know, before this was like, it went pretty much nationwide, you know, because all the states are rocking donks now. And it was more like of a hood thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, you have a nice clean car, put a nice engine, some nice wheels, a good paint job, you know, nice interior, you're riding. It evolved. Now, pretty much, if you don't have a frame off, or if you don't have twin turbos, or if you don't have, you know, the best all-gold Daytons, or, you know, the biggest engine, or you're coming with, now it's real picky. It's a lot of, sorry to say, there's a lot of haters out there. Back in the days, people showed more love because it was smaller.
Yeah.
Now, since it's bigger, obviously, the more numbers you get, there's a lot of people who show love, you know, not haters, but at the same time, there's always gonna have your hater in between there. So the car game is different now, man. People are scared to bring out cars.
Yeah.
Why? Because if you run into the wrong person, you know, they stun on you. You know, by stun, I mean, you know, like, oh, y'all, you ain't even pull your frame off. Oh,
yeah.
You ain't even got your engine is barely running.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, why is your engine compartment black? Oh, why is this like this over there? Oh, look, you got a little rip right there in your seat. That shit look ugly. You know, like that's the problem about what it changed to. And then back in the days too, it was nothing but hood people.
Yeah.
Now you got mama's boys and daddy's boys and little rich boys who got, you know, who mommy and daddy buy them a donk and they out here, you know, think, you know, it's different. It's not the same that it was before, man.
Yeah.
You got a lot of like sideline people too.
Yeah.
Who hate, you know. people who actually build cars know the amount of work that goes into it, knows the amount of money that goes into it, all right? So they respect anybody else who has gone through the process as well. The majority of them.
Exactly.
You know? Not every single person is the same, but the majority of them know, they take in consideration, like, damn, bro, it took me 2 years to build my car and a whole lot of money. So when they see the next man's car, they give props to the man. Now you got your window shoppers in the sideline, people who are comparing this man's 2-year build, $200,000 car, $100,000 car. A lot of people say that you can't get that high. Whatever you want to think, you got to think. You can't compare a $100,000 build, $150,000, $200,000 build to, you know, a $50,000 build.
Yeah.
You really can't, because most of that money goes into your drivetrain. Most of that money goes into custom work, your interior, your, you know, the drivetrain includes your engine, and then too, you know, the amount of fabrication you got to do if you want to do any custom work to the actual car.
Yeah.
And then detail costs a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. So it's crazy, man. The car game really changed, and it's better in some ways, and in other ways it's not as good. You know, like I said, a lot of people now are dropping these cars, and you know, not saying that they shouldn't be dropping them, that they shouldn't be looking them up or anything like that, but they're pretty much, you know, it's becoming now a household name. You know, everybody got a Donk. Everybody's riding Donks. Back in the days, barely anybody had a Donk. You know.
Yeah.
And these cars were considered ugly to everybody. And
I understand.
You know,
Yeah, you're
Miami
right.
brought them out. You know, you have all the old schools. You know, Trick Daddy obviously put fucking Donks on the map. You know, real heavy. A lot of pages back in the days were, you know, representing Donk in the Miami style, Miami lifestyle. So, yeah, man, it's just a different game.
What kind of advice would you give someone that's trying to get in the car game or the Donk game?
Don't get into it. Unless you're planning to spend a lot of money, man, don't get into it, man.
Okay.
You know, you're better off if you don't know people, you know, if you don't know the route to go, you're better off buying already a built car.
Okay.
Seriously speaking, you're better off buying one that's pretty much already built, that looks good, that you're happy with. Unless you don't mind the headache. Because these cars, they don't make parts for them. Okay?
Yeah.
You can't go to the store and buy brand new parts. Very select parts are sold. You can get quarter panels, a couple of floor pieces, and that's about it for these fucking cars.
Yeah.
You can't find nothing else new.
Exactly.
Everything else has to be pretty much, you got to find used, or if by some reason you're lucky, somebody has some parts in a barn thrown somewhere and you can find them brand new, original parts. But besides that, if you don't start with a really clean car, okay, don't even bother going. Don't even bother trying unless you don't mind spending a lot of money and you have a lot of time to spare.
Yeah.
That's my advice when it comes to dropping these cars, man. Because these cars are very difficult to drop. Unless, like I said, you already done dropped one before, you know people, you know, who do this for a living, you know, or you know of it. But if you're getting into it, you don't know nobody, and you just want something real nice, look for something that's built already, and then if anything, you can just repaint it, give it your own little touches, and you can move on. That's my advice when it comes to that.
And what kind of advice, I mean, not advice, but if somebody wanted to get a paint job from you, how would they get in contact with you?
Well, you could always message me on my page, rodelegance.
On Instagram?
On Instagram, and rodelegance on Facebook as well.
Uh-huh.
Or, you know, my contact information is there. Send me messages. I work only through appointment. I only try to work out one car at a time because I get my workout. So
Okay.
I don't have 2-3 cars sitting. I work pretty much, I do the majority of the work I do myself. So I try to only bring in one car at a time, and at most, if I'm stuck on one car, I might bring in a second. So I only work through appointments. So if you don't hear from me, just, you know, answer me back, you know, a few weeks later, a month later, whenever you can. It's not that I'm trying to avoid anybody. It's just that sometimes, like I said, I get caught up, and I just don't have time for it. I got too many kids.
Okay. That's what's up, man. But yeah, man, we appreciate you doing this raid with us, man.
Hey,
we
man,
appreciate that. We appreciate the work you put into these cars.
Appreciate
Keep grinding.
you, man. I really appreciate you, boy. You caught me off guard, and well, I'm glad to see you, boy.
Good to see you too, man.
Hey, with all this shit going on right now, can't even shake nobody's hand, man.
It's crazy.
So y'all stay home, man, and get all this shit over with, bro, and we get back in this car game, man. Get back building these cars.
For
If
sure.
y'all need anything, man, hit me up. Rod Elegance. like I said, message me. If you don't hear back from me, just send me another message, man. I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Peace.
Peace.